My name is Germain. I am from New York City. I'm an author, an advocate for young people, and Boys Town is home to me. Thank you.
Start with kind of the beginning of your story. So how did you end up at Boys Town?
Grew up in a very troubled home, and the thing I learned early on as a kid was that you resolve things by being violent. That's what I saw. So my life as a kid was pretty chaotic, and eventually that gradually led me into the streets. And so next thing you know, I find myself involved in dealing crack cocaine at a young age and having run-ins with the law. But what I did not know was that that very same asset was going to either lead you to life in prison or 6 feet under, because that's usually what happens. So that's what led me into Boys Town in the first place. But when I got there, I just thought that there were a bunch of weird people who wanted to control my life. So I fought against it a lot. I did some pretty bad stuff. And they didn't kick me out. And I think in a sense I was looking for them to kick me out. I think as young people coming from my world, you're used to people giving up on you. And so it was shocking to me that Boys Town refused to give up on me. And at some point, what happened is that you grow, the model seeps in, and then you realize, like, man, I can actually gain the same things that I'm trying to gain by just doing the right things, where I don't have to fight constantly anymore. You become invested emotionally into your family teachers. You understand that this job is not just a job for them, it's a way of life, that the things you do impacts them personally. And you understand that they don't owe you anything. And the things that they do for you beyond what the job requires is because they truly want you to have a better future. And I've always thought that the journey that I've went through, the pain, the suffering, even all the beauties, they weren't meant for me to keep to myself. I think they were meant for me to give back to the world, especially to this crowd, so they can perhaps relate to my journey. And you know, I just want to emphasize that paying it forward is the most important thing we can do. With the right education, there is no other group of people I would want to make decisions for kids than you guys sitting in this room. One of my favorite quotes is that those closest to the struggles should be closest to the solutions. So you not only have an obligation to be great, but you have an obligation to be great and then fight for the young person that you were.